I can't imagine structureless people making structured people panic. Charlie Boy. Following claims by some Nigerian politicians and personalities that the Labour Party's presidential candidate, Peter Obi, does not possess the political structure to win the forthcoming 2023 presidential election, veteran Nigerian singer and songwriter Charlie Boy has taken to his social media platform to react to these claims. Ahead of the 2023 general elections, several Nigerians have declared their support for different aspirants and have begun mobilizing the youths as campaigns are expected to kickstart in full momentum soonest. Some political elites have claimed that the former Anambra State Governor Peter Obi does not have the structures to defeat two major Nigerian political parties, APC and PDP. Reacting to this assertion, Charlie Boy, who is an ardent supporter of Peter Obi, said, "I can't imagine structureless people making structured people panic. Nigerian youths show these animals in human skin, say." His post generated several reactions as Nigerians aired different thoughts concerning Peter Obi's candidacy. So what do we think of his comments? His comment absolutely makes sense. I mean, again, it just shows the kind of country and the system we are placed in. How can structureless people make structured people panic? In Nigeria, the abnormal is the normal. So it's just a little bit, I don't know. It makes you very confused. And so in Nigeria, you cannot apply sane attitudes and sane approaches to an insane environment that would frustrate every inch of sanity you try to employ, because you will get frustrated. The system does not allow for a logical train of reasoning, a logical set of approach for how you want to solve any problem, big or small. It is a very big problem, and you never really know how much this can affect a lot of things, So let's look at the comments. I'm going to go on Twitter right now and see what he has just said and what the reactions, especially on Twitter. He says, "I disagree with you. I think as an elder statesman, you should engage the youth on clamoring for constitutional reviews that will put an end to corruption, ethnicity, and religious issues. Our constitution is faulty. Obi will still fail." Okay, I think this person raised a very good point here, where in terms of understanding the constitution does have loopholes. Again, when we look at it, giving the amount of power that the president has, it really goes against the whole essence of a democracy, which makes 1999 a whole sham, literally. So it's a thing where, And someone also replies, "Animals in human form, Fela Kuti. I wish Fela was alive. He would open the eyes of those who do not want to see." Yes, when he talked about, show these animals in human skin, say, exactly, Beast of No Nations, basically. That's the song, if you're looking for where to refer that Fela tweet from. That song, I mean, if you look at what Fela Kuti says in that song and what is happening now, especially the people he attacks, and seeing that the same people he was against are also supporting Peter Obi, you know what? I will leave you to go do the assignment for yourself. Wow. "Power truly belongs to the people." Another reply states, "Reduce your voice. They'll keep panicking till we're declared the winner." Yes, sir. Copy that, sir. Use my... everyone is literally commenting and in support. And then some are literally like, you know what? Peter Obi is not the solution. Changing our constitution is a solution to Nigeria's issues. Fact is, we can literally have the Bible. We can have a perfect book, or a book that we can all agree and be like, you know what? Or a constitution, that we can agree would be perfect. But it's the application. That's where it all is. Everything can look good on paper. And then, when you try to apply it, it goes left. But in Nigeria, on paper and in reality, it does not even match at all. So we're in a very bad place right now. I think Nigeria is in a dire need of saving. We need intervention. As Peter Obi has put it, given his recent interview this morning on Arise TV, he mentioned that Nigeria's economy is where the problem actually lies. It's where it lies. We need to build and produce at a capacity to which we consume and also import. It does not make sense for us to not produce at that level. And he was also talking about management of funds. Management of funds is very much important because he made an argument basically saying the amount of money we take for subsidy, that amount can effectively help the power sector, education sector, and the health sector. So his point is management of funds. We need to focus on that. So I think right now, constitution, yes, very much important. But it's either we have to focus on one thing at a time. Nigeria, with its debt, with everything, there's literally no time to start trying to rewrite the constitution. I mean, we could do that. I mean, he can literally assign for a change, but it would have to be the people themselves that will bring up the changes with the constitution as regards management of funds, as regards allocation of resources to different states, and responsibility that is given to each governor of each state, and what they're meant to stand for. And also a whole change to the whole legal system, the Supreme Court. A lot of things do need to change. And the change with the way the Constitution has put it really lies in the hand of the president, because the president has so much power to put people in different strategic positions, in high positions that would compromise the power and the hand of those in the position to bend to the will of the president, which means, is it really a democracy? Nigerians, again, we're going to have to fight, because Nigerians are the ones who actually own the country. The more Nigerians start asking questions as to how our resources can be well spent and how developed, then we can actually go to the root of the matter. Again, all it comes down is to our economic issues. It's as simple as that. With that, we can reduce criminality. And in that way, when we can manage funds, we can actually invest and divert funds to our security system where we actually can protect ourselves. It all makes sense. And from his argument and the way he puts it, that is where we need to focus on. But as much as we do that, again, you have the sane and the logical on paper thing, but we also have to think of the reality. Reality number one, we cannot underestimate Atiku and Tinubu. We just can't. They may not be favorites at the moment, or may not seem to be the major favorites when it comes to what the youths want, but we cannot underestimate the fact that they have experience in this Nigerian political field. Again, leading on to my second reality check number 2, fact is, as much as, yes, we do want Peter Obi to go there and change things, he has to understand the space he's in and those he's working with. And those that might also work against him, because, again, he was meant to serve for 8 years, but the last year he was impeached. Things can go not so right because of what the Constitution may provide, or the loopholes that are created for the Constitution. So yeah, put what you think about what Charlie Boy has put in the comment section below. It doesn't make sense that structured people are made to panic by structureless people. Put what you think, and don't forget to like and subscribe.